You shouldn't jerk the gear stick when going down to first gear. You should technically you should never put your car in first gear after you've already started the car. Most cars that I've driven, now obviously this isn't a hard rule. If you've got a special snowflake car, then fucking whatever, my bad. Most cars you can actually start from second or even third gear. It's just a little bit harder to do it, but you're almost never downshifting into first gear. Actually, you're not really ever downshifting ever. You know that you don't have to like downshift through the gears when you're stopping, right? Like if you're in fifth and you're gonna come to a stop, then you just shift to neutral and you just coast, and then eventually you stop. You don't have to go like fifth, fourth, third, second, first, and then stop, right? Like you don't need to do that. Yeah, first gear is literally only at an absolute standstill. Downshifting is kind of good for engine braking. I don't know. I might have to do more reading. I've heard different things from different people. This is my mentality on it. You have brakes on your car that are designed to slow your car down. When you push the button on, which is your brake pedal, right? All four of your wheels are being slowed down by brake pads that are designed to contact your rotors and slow the car down. Why would you engine brake? Why would you do that? Like, provide smoother braking? That's not true. That's definitely not true. You can brake smoother by downshifting than with normal brakes? No. There's only one time you should ever engine brake in your entire life, and you don't really even have to do this unless you're a trucker. Because I know some asshole in chat is about to go, but Daskinny, what about when I'm going down a mountain and my brakes are getting really, really hot? Okay. If you're driving through like Tennessee? Does Tennessee have mountains? Some state has mountains when I'm driving to Florida. I think it's Tennessee. If you're driving through mountains and you're going from top to bottom and you're like, it's pretty steep and you're braking a lot, engine braking there can be okay so that you don't warp anything or fuck anything up because you're going downhill a lot and your brakes are gonna get really hot, so. Engine brakes slow your car without worrying about spinning out? What? That's not true. Did you know that you can't get a girl pregnant if she rides you on top and you orgasm inside of her? She won't get pregnant? No? Come on, dog. You can always spin out. I hope you know that when you engine brake, you don't inject gas at all. Is that true? That's Mike-Com. That's not true, is it? Is it true? Does engine braking use gasoline? You're using idle speed gas consumption. Yeah, okay. Depends on the engine? No, well, for the link that I just checked says it's not. Fuel injected. Engines don't use any fuel while engine braking. Oh, okay, hold on. Let's read more links. It sounds not true, but I mean, even if that was true, like the amount of gas that you're saving there for like the brief period in time, like it's not like you're using a fuck ton of gas while you're braking. Like it's not like it's eating all your gas up. You're not even braking that much when you're driving. Don't engine brake. If you're like a super advanced driver or whatever and you want to engine brake, then fucking knock yourself out. If you're just a normal person, you literally have an entire system on your car like that's based on slowing your car down. Like why the fuck would you engine brake? Like you have anti-lock brakes, you've got electronic steering wheel, you've got all these things that are like tied into your shit. Why would you engine brake? Like there's just no reason for it. Why would you risk fucking up your transmission? Why would you risk, wearing out your clutch more? Like what? Like it just seems so dumb. Like why? It's about the brake pads not wearing out. That's literally the dumbest thing I've ever heard in my entire life. I don't want to wear out my brake pads. They're literally there to be worn out. That's the function of the brake pads. You wear them out and then you replace them for like $60. Oh no, we're done. No, we're moving on. If you've just said in my chat that you engine brake to preserve your brake pads, you need to kill yourself. Stop. We're done. Please. Your brake pads are literally put on your car to slow your car down. I don't want to use them. Fuck off. Come on. Stop. We're done. I already said that, Rainbow Dash, because I knew that some dumbass in my chat was gonna say, if you're driving down the mountains, then you want to. I already said that. Yeah, sure. If you're fucking going down the fucking. Yeah, then you can to save the heat on the fucking shit, but obviously this is like a very niche. Destiny, you want them to last longer? I don't give a fuck how long my brake pads last. They cost like $60 to change. You change them what, like twice a year? Are brake pads killing you? I'll tell you it costs a lot more to change a clutch or a fucking transmission. Why would you Why would you ever want to like wear? Why would you ever want to introduce any more wear onto your clutch or your tranny versus your brake pads that are designed to slow your car down? Like, no, we're done. We're done with this. We're literally done with this. We're literally done with this conversation. A brake job on my car is $6,000? No, it's not. Baby Crusher, are you... no, I'm not going to say it. Baby Crusher, if you went to a place and they gave you new brakes and they charged you $6,000, you got hella ripped off, dog. You can get 4 brakes and 4 fucking rotors for less than $6,000. $6,000 would be like an entirely fucking new fucking brake system, like new lines and fucking everything. You don't spend $6,000 to change your fucking brakes. Oh my god. We're really done. I don't even know who's like being real anymore. When I'm going down a hill, I'd rather not hold my brake the entire time, so I'd rather stick it in third and let the car slow me without having to worry about... Why? Why would you do that when braking gives you so much more control over the vehicle? When you're braking, you have ultimate control over how fast are you... What are you doing if you engine brake down a hill and you need to stop suddenly? Do you just slam your brake and kill the engine? Like, what? I can't imagine why anybody would ever want to engine brake going down a hill over using your brakes unless you're doing extended travel down mountains and when your brake pads get really hot. I would almost say that's dangerous. Like, honestly, like if I'm driving down a hill and I've got my foot on the brakes, if I need to stop, I slam the brakes and I'm done with it. Whereas if I'm like, oh, well, maybe if I put it in a third, okay, here we go. Now I'm kind of engine braking and like, why? Like, oh, now I need to stop. I gotta pull it into clutch down, pull it into neutral, slam the brake. Like, why would you do that? What the fuck? What happens if you have to accelerate quickly? How many times in your life are you going to be going down a hill and you have to accelerate quickly? Like what? Like you've got like a landslide behind you? What does that even mean? So I was going down the hill, right? And I was pushing my brakes. Fuck me. There was a Indiana Jones boulder coming down me behind me, and then I had to put it into gear and drive. What? You're thinking people only engine brake and don't use the brakes at all? What? It's a combination of both? Oh my god. I don't even know. Why would you make this so complicating? What? Oh, that was my speaker. Why would you make it so complicated? So, if you're rolling down the hill, what you need to do is, so let's say we're going 45 miles per hour, which is approximately 2.5k RPM in 4th gear. We're going to go ahead and put that in the 3rd gear. It's going to put you up to about 4k RPM, so the compression of the engine is going to slow your car down a little bit. Let go of the clutch. You're going to roll down a little bit, and you're going to be still going too fast. Put a little bit of brake, maybe push clutch in and out a little bit so we can grab the engine. We can have the engine slow the car down, so we got fucking, you're like balancing like 7 different fucking pedals. Why would you do this? When I go down a hill, I just push the brake. If I need to stop faster, I push the brake all the way in. Like, what the fuck? Why would you ever make braking going downhill this fucking complicated? Do I not go downhill in gear? No. I just put it in neutral and fucking roll. Well, I mean, it depends. Like, are you talking about like, what kind of hill? Are you just talking about like generally like going down a hill? If you're talking like a long ass, if we're talking like a mile or miles wider street that happens to be downhill, then sure, I'll leave it in gear. But if I'm rolling down like, I'm talking about rolling down like a hill, like you're like rolling down a hill to get to like less than like 100 or 150 meters, like a very short hill, right? That I would never. Why would you engine brake that? I mean, I guess, I don't know. I think it's really dumb. I think that would be really silly. I mean, like your brakes are made. Your brakes are made to slow your car down. Why would you ever wear out your transmission? Why would you ever wear out your transmission more when you could just use your brakes? Your car must hate me? My car doesn't hate me because I use my brakes, which are designed to slow my car down and give me optimal control over my car during the entire process. Why would my car hate me? Can't you hear your engine screaming when you're about to go down a hill? About to go down a hill. Stop, you're killing me. Like, what? Why? How could you say my car hates me? What? You aren't wearing your transmission if you're gearing down correctly? Why would you gear down? Why would you have to use your clutch? Why? What's the point? Wait, why do you guys hate brakes so much? Tell me why you hate your brakes so much. That's what I want to know right now. Why do you guys hate your brakes? Yeah, not to mention the fact that the brakes actually activate your brake light. Well, although I guess you could brake and engine brake at the same time. Destiny, no wonder you go through brake pads in 6 months. I can literally go years without even thinking about it. I mean, I've owned my car for like 7, 8. My car is like It was a 2006, so my car is almost 9 years old. Guess how many clutch replacements I've had? Guess how many transmission problems I've had? Fucking 0. I mean, I'll replace brake pad. Why would I care about replacing brake pads? $40, $50, $60 every 6 months. What the fuck? I hate every one of you so much. I really do. Brakes aren't magic car stops now levers. You've got to be gentle with your machine. They are! That's literally what your brakes are! You push the brakes, and then the fucking brake pads that are designed to make contact with your rotors push the rotors so that they spin less, and then it slows your car down. You even have multiple systems in your car to assist you with braking, like electronic steering protection that literally manually or automatically controls the spin of each fucking wheel, or your anti-lock brake system. Like, your car is made for braking. Why would you compromise all of that by fucking engine braking? Oh, fucking... What? I don't... Never mind. I don't care. No, I don't... Okay, maybe... You know what? Let's just... This is going to be an agree to disagree, okay? This is going to be an agree to disagree. We're never seeing eye to eye on this. We're literally never going to see eye to eye on this. I don't think. This is like cupping your hand and then like putting your dick in it and then using that to like squirt your semen into like a woman's vagina to get her pregnant and then being like, well... And then you're like, why would you do that? You like your dick is made to go inside of me and make me pregnant. Well, you know, I just like doing this. It's safer. I don't get STDs. What? That's it. So that's it. We're done now. Rather have my brake pads in good condition for an emergency stop? That's why you get them changed. What the fuck?
We require more minerals. We require more minerals.
I must keep my brake pads at 90% plus. Yeah, bro, because, you know, fucking cars that have more safety factors built in than fucking airplanes, if your brake pad isn't at 90%, it's not going to be effective, dog. That's exactly right, dude. The other day I was driving, and I only had half my brake pads left, and you know what? It takes me like 7 miles to come to a complete stop while I'm going 40 miles an hour. Fucking kill yourself, dude. Calm the fuck on. My brake pads are at 90%, I'm not going to have full stopping power, but if I'm going 70 miles an hour, I just throw my car in first gear. When it's 12,000 RPM, that stops every time. Please fucking commit suicide immediately before you fucking kill somebody else. We're really done. We're really done with this. I'm really done. We're done with this conversation. It's too much for me. Oh, sorry if you're new to my stream because I have like, there's an extra 2,000 people here. I don't normally tell people to kill themselves. It's actually very, very rare on my stream that I'll ever say that. I'm really sorry. If you've ever watched me for any amount of time, my regulars will tell you that that's an insult that I usually reserve for only the worst of the worst. One time I was playing a dude and he told me that he had to pause the game for a moment, and then after he came back I was like, what were you doing? And he was like, I just had to finish doing an electronic app for the like fucking neo-Nazi party or some shit. And I told that guy to kill himself because he was perpetuating the racial injustices of the world. It's usually like, that's like the only time I'll say something like that. It's not usually just to like random people.